Okay, so I'm gonna try something new this year. Because I always like to review the Eurovision Song Contest before it happens. And usually, so far, I've done reviews of like one semifinal, and yeah. This year, I'm gonna try to review each song as it is selected. Thanks to the internet and especially YouTube for making this possible. I hope I'll be able to keep up. Fingers crossed. It starts slow, then it picks up the pace, and I hope I'll be able to keep up with this. But it's an experiment. Of course, I'm starting with the Albanian song. The Albanians traditionally always pick their song first, the Festivali I Këngës. I have to apologize for my pronunciation. I know basically nothing of the Albanian language. I'm probably going to mispronounce like everything. The Festivali I Këngës is usually held around the New Year, and it's a traditional a musical festival, which for the past years, since they've been in the contest, has been used to select their Eurovision entry. And the winner this year was Harsi Matmuja, is her name. Or actually, Ulena Umelianchuk was the winner, since she is the songwriter, the composer. So she's the one who's actually be competing, but the performer is Harsi Matmuja. The song is entitled, let's see, Zemërimi I Një Nate, if that's the way I pronounce it. It means one night's anger. In Albania, like all the other contestants, the song is performed in Albanian, and I really hope that they'll keep it in Albanian. They usually do. It's quite common for countries to have the song in their national language in the national final, and then rewrite the lyrics so that it's in English for the international contest. The Albanians usually don't do that. They have done it before, but they usually don't, which I'm very happy about, because one of the things that I love about the ESC is hearing the various different national languages that, such as in Albania's case, as a Norwegian, I basically never get to hear that language. So that's one thing that I really like, and I hope very much that they will keep this in Albanian. I don't know yet. The song, which you can hear and see performed at the end of this review, part of why I'm doing it like this. Now, it's interesting to see the first entry that's been selected. The first song we're going to see on stage in Copenhagen, or obviously, we don't know yet if that will be the first song, but the first song that we know, we will see in the semi-final. I don't think we'll be seeing it in the final. Of course, that's impossible to say right now, because it all depends on the total field, what other countries are sending. But I have to say, I think this is a song that doesn't stand a chance. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but just because it doesn't stand out, like, at all. This is just my personal opinion, of course. There's no offense intended to Albania, to the songwriter, to the performer, anything. It's a perfectly fine song. It's one of those songs that there's always a number of every year in the contest. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. But they also don't have that something special, that they need to be remembered, which we as the audience are going to need. I'm a little different because I always listen to all the songs long before the contest. A lot. So I already know everything before the contestants go on stage. But the vast majority of the audience, they're not like me. They hear it that one time in the semifinal, and it's gotta hook them and reel them in right then and there. And if it doesn't, then you blew it. And I think that Albania this year, it's a pretty song, performed by a pretty girl. Their singer, she is pretty. Her voice is fine. It's not a very powerful voice, but the song doesn't really require that either, so it's not a problem. The song is quite pretty, melodious. It's nice to listen to. Again, I really like that it's in Albanian. I would expect nothing less from Albania. But once it's over, I enjoy listening to it, but once it's over, I forget it like that. I've listened to it several times now. I couldn't hum it to save my life. It's pretty but forgettable. And that's just not gonna cut it. But of course, the way the contest has grown these past few years, past, let's say, 10 years, Albania probably doesn't want to win either because they would be bankrupt if they did. So, I'm glad if they take the chance to show off themselves, their culture a little bit, certainly their language, share that with Europe that we almost never get to see. And good luck, Albania. This is definitely a decent effort. There's nothing wrong with it. But I don't think there's any reason for you to hold your breath, so to speak. So, yeah, a good effort, but not memorable, unfortunately, from Albania.
Faleminderit, faleminderit, faleminderit.